Hello, beautiful people. It's Sentient back again. But this time, we're not giving advice. We're actually just complaining and ranting and raving. And this is about the issue of improvement, which I can just tell you, TLDR or TLDW, too long didn't watch. The issue with improvement is stagnation. Because the famous quote says, all good things must come to an end. And that is something that I have experienced a lot, especially recently, because I've been on this insane art drive, you know? I think it's because I bought a tablet. And so I feel like I have this feeling in the back of my head that's like, you have to put in the work. You have to actually use this tablet. You spent a lot of money on it. You cannot just leave it to collect dust like your old tablet. And my older tablet was it didn't have a screen, and it was way cheaper than the one I have right now. So I would go through the periods where I wouldn't draw for months, and it wouldn't really bother me because it's like, whatever, right? But this one was bought with my own money, and it's pretty expensive for me. And I just feel like my drive and passion to want to make art right now is tied to the fact that I spent a lot of money on this. So it's like, you gotta use it. But anyways, so I've been in this productivity stage or era, and it's just, I've been pumping out art like almost every day. Whenever I sit down, I make a piece and I like it and I'm done. It's like, when you open Clip Studio Paint and like that top bar shows you all your works, it used to just be sketches and like really like random, nothing really cohesive and nothing really set, if I can say that. Recently, it has been colored pieces, you know, backgrounds, lighting, shadow, all of that stuff. And the problem, which is what I'm going to address right now, is that since I've been getting out of my comfort zone and doing newer things and actually using all the knowledge that I've gained from the hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos and art books and art tutorials and courses that I've learned over the years, it's like all that stuff is just coming out now because I'm actually putting it in practice. And the thing is, I'm making a good piece, I'm making a better piece, and then I'm making an even better piece. And it's like, oh my gosh, Sentient, you're making such good art. Wow, insane. And then comes the voice that is just like, you know, you're gonna slip up soon, right? It's like, okay, I know that, you don't need to remind me. Last week I had my Opus Day. A few days ago I had my Opus Day. Yesterday I had my Opus Day, and it's like, I just keep getting better and better, and that should be a good thing. When I show you these pieces that I had on screen, this was the piece that I was most proud of for a very, very long time. And then I made this one, and I was like, okay, wow, this is definitely the best thing I've ever made. And then I made this one. Like, okay, I really outdid myself with this, and I'm really proud. I'm going to show it to all my friends, and this is like literally the best thing I've ever created. And then recently this year, I made this one, and I was like, this was like a project for me. It only took me 2 days, but it didn't take me like the entirety of the day. It was like a few hours, and I just stretched it over 2 days because I started it too late at night, and I'm not going to be risking my sleep time for art. And the thing is, it's still one of my favorite pieces that I've ever made. And I really, really liked it. And I'm still extremely proud of it. And then I made this one, and I was like, holy cow. I've never done something like this before. How am I, doing good? How is it not trash? And I was just like, okay, wow, I just keep making good stuff. And then here we are with this piece that I'm showing you right now, which I consider to be my Opus Day right now. Which is like, you can probably see like, this is nothing special, but like, this is one of my most treasured ones because the thing is, I just, English. I feel both a sense of pride and a sense of shame because I'm proud that I was able to create something like this, but I'm ashamed and I'm scared that I'm never going to be able to make something like this anymore. I can show you a few of my recent pieces, but I don't want to show you too many more recent pieces because, I have to save those for future videos. But here are some of the stuff that I've been working on recently, which I don't really regard as new Opus Days or whatever, but I'm also still really proud of them. With improving and improvement, there will be highs and lows, and there will be straight lines. The graph will look like this, and sometimes it'll look like this, sometimes it'll look like that, but at the end of the day, it's gonna go up again. It's gonna go up. Okay, whether it's because it went down before or if it just keeps going up, it's going to go up, and that's fine. And when it goes down, that's not the end of the world. Okay, sentient, it's not the end of the world. Stop stressing out. But yeah, guys, I just really need to get that off my chest. But either ways, I know a lot of people on this channel, whether you are Genshin fans or not, or Arlecchino fans or not, most of you probably know me as a big Arlecchino fan. Like, I have drawn almost everything I've drawn here on the channel has been Arlecchino censored. And the thing is, I love her like everybody else. Like, I love her a lot, but I'm not always going to be drawing her and only Genshin characters, because recently I've been turning to OC work and creating characters of my own and characters that look like me. So I feel like it's such a drastic shift from what fans of Arlecchino and Genshin would want versus what I want to show people. I do hope that you guys can treat the videos that I have focusing on my OCs as well as you would treat the ones I have when I'm just drawing a Genshin character that you like and know. And besides, my OCs are pretty gorgeous. They're really, really pretty people. And I don't have too much lore on them yet, but I know I could create and cook something catastrophic. That'll be a surprise to you and everyone else. And just a little bit of a tangent to actually talk about the painting, which I don't think I've done. This was supposed to be for a competition for the Arla main server to use as the profile picture of the server. And I had submitted this like super early, like almost at the beginning of the competition, because I was just like, oh, this is really cool. And I love drawing Arlecchino, so let me just draw her. And so I had it. But then, you know, things happened, blah, blah, blah. I'm no longer part of the server anymore. So I was kind of holding on to this drawing, like, okay, I don't want to post anything related to it yet until the competition winners have been announced and all that stuff. Like, I don't know why I was acting like I had an NDA or something like that, but either way, now that I can actually post it, it's really nice. I am very pleased. I'm very, very pleased with how I painted this and how it came out. I'm really proud of myself, which is an insane thing to say, considering who I am and how I feel myself. But I am very, very happy with how this turned out. And I don't know what I got possessed by to have me create something that looks as good as this does, but I'm really proud. And I am so happy that I get to share this with you. And I hope you do enjoy looking at this beautiful piece that I created as much as I do enjoy looking at it. And then I just stop looking at it for too long, because if I look at it for too long, I start to see all the mistakes that I made. And then I want to spend another 3 hours fixing it. But that's besides the point. But yeah, we're carrying on into improvement and all that good stuff. It's not linear. I think I already said this before, but if I didn't, it's not linear. And it's never going to be a clear-cut way, or like, we're never going to have, me and you, we're not going to have the exact same paths of improvement. We're not going to have the same graphs, okay? You might have a bit more ups and downs, or I might have a bit more ups and downs, or yours might be more streamlined and super easy. And that's literally normal and fine. But the thing is, I always have to say these things out loud because my brain just doesn't agree with me or like me sometimes. Because yes, I know rationally that improvement is not linear, that you will have lows, you will have highs. But at the same time, it's like when the lows come, it feels like that's where I'm going to stay forever. And that's just not true. It just doesn't happen that way. But you know, brains and all of the illnesses that they can acquire do this to you. I'm just always reminding myself that this is not the end. This is just a low point, okay? And this is like also applicable to my YouTube videos. Like, I've literally only been doing this for like a few months now, and it's been super fun. But like at the same time, I keep getting way into the numbers. Like, okay, this video did really well. This one did really badly. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, I need to stop focusing on that stuff. Like, yes, it's okay for me to feel, you know, like, okay, I'm bummed out. This video didn't do as well as I thought it would. But I need to stop focusing on that stuff and actually start making more videos, because God knows I am so behind in this video stuff. Like, I need to have a backlog of stuff just ready to go out. And yet it feels like I'm recording the stuff a day before it's supposed to go out, which is not good at all. Like, you're supposed to give yourself a lot of time to edit and just have all the ideas come to you. But anyway, I need to stop going off tangents. I like yapping and talking a lot. I know you guys like it too, because that's why you're here. You're here to hear me talk about the most random stuff, and that's good because that's what I like to talk about. I'm gonna leave off with some words. I don't know if these could be considered wise words of Senti. Don't be scared to fall when you rise. You will make a piece that's not as good, and that is literally okay. Take it from this sewage rat. Okay, I promise you can make absolute god to your pieces, and the next day you won't even know where the shadows or the lights go on the most basic object, and that's completely fine. Because as the other saying says, the sun will rise once again. It cannot always be night. And it really can't always be night. If you are getting super good stuff and then you start to get super bad stuff, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, to everybody who is feeling the same thing that I'm feeling, I am sorry. Let us just hold hands and cry together, because that's really what I want to put forward. Like, I'm not here for you to find life-changing advice. I'm here to cry along with you, okay? I'm part of the suffering and struggling group. I am not above any of this. But yeah, hopefully together we will all find a way to beat this demon. And until then, let us just do our absolute best. Because guess what? In case nobody has told you today, you are a human being and you are not a machine. You will rise, you will fall. But at the end of the day, you will be. And that is all. Goodbye.